Ben, I struggle to find the words to accurately capture these past few months. What I do know is that they have reinforced when there was already no doubt in my mind that you are the person I want to marry. We have celebrated, laughed, and cried together while also being humbled in uncertainty. I promise to appreciate you, respect you, listen to you, and love you. Thank you for trusting me, for believing in me, accepting me, and for choosing me. I feel lucky that you want to spend the rest of your life with me. I can't believe this day is finally here. I can't wait to hold you and love you for the rest of my life. You're mine. Sorry.
I'm ready to fall.
So I'm gonna make a long story short and talk a little bit about Val and then talk about what I promised to you today. Val sits down with a stranger and within 20 minutes they're divulging their deepest, darkest secrets. And I've always respected that about Val. I mean, you are a caregiver at heart. You know, from being a nurse practitioner to taking care of me when I'm hungover, you really always have that caregiving spirit, and that's something that is really difficult. I know it's tough on you, it's tough on anybody who does the occupation and the stuff that you do, and my vow to you with regard to that is I vow to always be your listener. I'll be at home and I'll listen to you, and no matter what, I plan to give that back to you, even though a lot of the people that you listen to don't. I vow to always be introspective. I know sometimes I can be dumb, and if we ever have issues, if I have issues, I will change. I will be introspective, I will adapt. I vow to take care of all the humans and animals you bring into our house. I love your dedication to your animals, and I know that you will be so devoted to kids. I can't wait to see you as a mother and to be there with you. Finally, I know you hate folding socks, and I will do that for you. I know that you don't like doing it. So. That's all I got. I love you, Val.
Ready to fall.
Ben's pretty great. He was my high school boyfriend.
And then Val stole him from you.
Yeah.
Knew Ben first,
Yep.
before Val.
Yeah, before Val. Yeah, she stole him.
Well, yeah, it was funny because the way that I met Val, I met Ben through Val.
I knew Val first. I knew her probably a couple weeks after I started college, so pretty much since I was 18 years old.
Like, oh, this girl's pretty cute, and this girl's really friendly.
I met her in Halloween.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they went off to some bushes that night. So.
You know, drunk me being, you know, super bold was like, all right, we should, I put my arm around her. I was like, we should go get coffee sometime. And she was like, oh, that'd be great, but I have a boyfriend. He thought I was too big of a douchebag to hang out with. Little did Ben know that he was the asshole in the group. And I was like in a state of panic plus drunkenness, and I literally just like ran away.
Like, Val is sort of, it's tough for her to be vulnerable, and I could tell she was vulnerable in a good way with Ben, and he complimented her really well. And also, Ben is a class-act guy. Like, I got along with him really well immediately, and I'll just call him and talk to him.
New Year's going into 2019.
Yep.
Right? Yep. And everybody was drinking, and since Val and I are like the old ladies, we didn't take shots.
No.
We took shots of water.
We like went up to the bar. We're like, what do you have that we can take a shot of? And the bartender was like, rum. crumplements, I guess. Like, yeah, but you and Val were like, I'm not doing this.
Water.
Meeting Val has changed him for the better, certainly. He was almost unbearable, and now he's become a very pleasant addition to the friend group over time.
Val and I are only a day apart. Like, our birthdays are exactly a day apart, and we're a lot alike in certain ways. And her and I were stoked to have these mint cupcakes that they were bragging about at the restaurant. And Ben took a bite, and the first thing he says is it tastes like toothpaste. And he went on for hours about how much he meant toothpaste. He still talks about it.
Ben is the most grandpa-like person in our group, but he calls me Grandpa Justin, and I've been a little offended by that for years. But
yeah, the oldest 28-year-old we've ever met.
The guy owes New Balance shoes.
I'm so glad you remember. On this. Yeah.
Surprised she deals with him. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. Val's great. You know, very nice. They love telling the same story repeatedly to each other, to us. But they're great. We love them.
You don't need to read the title. This is a bittersweet moment today. It's bitter because I hate public speaking, but it's sweet because I got the honor of being Ben's best man. So that's it. So bear with me. Bear with me, and I'll try to make this short and sweet. For those of you that don't know me, I am Ryan, Ben's best man.
Hey, Ryan.
Everyone's listening now. We met in 8th grade and have been close ever since. So a little backstory about me and Ben and I. When I was 14, I moved from Missouri to Iowa and obviously didn't have any friends. My mom knew Ben's mom, and they decided to set us up on a play date. I got dropped off at Ben's house, and I gotta be honest, Ben and I didn't hit it off at first. I'm not entirely sure how we became so close afterwards. Maybe it was due to the fact that I lived on a huge farm with a four-wheeler and a river that we would go swim in, but who knows? There is one story that happened down at the river that involved some underage drinking, but I promised Ben I wouldn't bring that up. Let's just say I don't think Ben has drank Malibu since that night. After not liking each other at first, we became attached to the hip, and Ben's stepdad, Greg, would often joke that we were a couple. And then I just put like Navy boyfriend shirt, I don't know why. Growing up, what we did, okay, the rest is just like stuff I was gonna write later.
That was good.
That's all I had, I'm sorry. I was gonna write more.
Kind of helped me move from across from Florida, from Ohio down to Florida to here, and be able to plant roots in Portland. And it's something that I'm gonna hold on to for as long as I can, because these kind of relationships don't come around too often. And so I definitely appreciate them. I appreciate you, Ben and Val, if you're watching through the camera. You guys have, little do you know, have gotten me through tough times. You've helped me have great times in Portland that I won't forget. And congrats to you two. And I promise, Val, you and I can go on all the coffee dates with Ben that we want, and I'm still going to go and hit on Ben, and he's gonna be mine someday. So congrats, you two. It was great to be a part of the day, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, all jokes aside, it's a really important relationship, and it's nice to have someone that you can trust and that you can talk to with like the stuff that doesn't go well in life or does go well, and you can share that with. And so it's really nice. And the same with Val. Like I think I trust her with the same that same level. So it's yeah.
I've been more than honored to be able to officiate their wedding, and it's been a blast to sort of watch them grow. And it's like, for those two, not even separately but together, they're my family away from home. We're both far away from home, and I felt a part of my decision to come out here, knowing that they were close by, was a sort of a part of my decision to go from Colorado to Seattle. So I wouldn't feel comfortable out here without them, and having them now, I mean, it's just sort of a formality, but to them to be together forever has been awesome, and they're forever going to be part of my family, and I've been very lucky to be here for them on this day.
I don't know if Ben liked me at first or not. He took a little bit of warming up, or like warming up to each other, but then we became friends, and he invited me to a happy hour that he was having with like this group of friends that are here today, and it was like, wait, you guys actually hang out with each other? That's so cool. I want to hang out with you too. And I met Val around that same time. That it probably took 6 months or so after knowing Ben that I met Val, and that's actually how I met Alex too. And I just can't think about my life out here without thinking about Ben, and truly like, it's real.
So sweet.
Yeah. And then of course Val is just like the yin to his yang. He deals with him being goofy all the time, as we all kind of do, but yeah, and she keeps him grounded, and he does the same, so
Yeah, it's really nice.